Hi, I'm Blanca Bird. I teach yoga in the Diva program. And the dudes. I'm so glad to see you all. Today I thought we'd just do some stretching, experience our body, feel ourselves in our body. So welcome, it's great to see you. I'm gonna take a big, wide stance. So spread your arms, spread your feet, broaden your heart. Turn your palms up, open up your toes, push with the outside edges of your feet, and breathe. We'll bring our arms in front of us, bring our hands to our heart, and let's shift and come back into a comfortable standing posture. So your feet should be right under your hips. You can press your feet together, or you can have your feet wider apart than mine. I'm going to open up my toes, use my fingers to open my toes, roll my tailbone down, broaden my chest. Breathe and lengthen through the back of my neck. Open up the shoulders. Lots of energy down into the fingertips, energy rising up from the floor as I gently push my feet into the earth and lengthen out through the crown of the head. Feel your chin parallel to the floor. Feel your breath moving in your body. Feel the stretch as your body rebounds, pushing into the floor, rising through the spine, gently moving. Open up the palms. Breathe again. Feel a stretch across the top of the chest, under the armpits. Lengthen the arms up overhead, broadening and breathing, rolling the shoulders open, turning the palms out and stretching out. Inhaling, back up. Exhale, opening out. Listen to the crackles. Maybe looking up and pressing out. And then with just one arm, we'll draw big circles all the way around, opening across the top of the chest. Keep your feet firmly planted, lifting, drawing big circles. Doesn't that just feel good? Take your time. And the other side, up and open, rotating all the way. Breathe. Let yourself stretch in and up and out. And then roll the shoulders gently back. As I've talked to people, they've told me that they are having some trouble sleeping sometimes, trouble moving, that their legs don't seem as strong as they once did, just because they're not out and walking and doing. Let's take one shoulder and roll. So we're going to do a few things to address maybe sleeping better and leg strengthening, and the other side. All right. So we'll bring both shoulders up and drop them down. One more time. Now feel yourself again, rooting the feet, dropping the tailbone, lifting and opening across the chest. Hands firmly planted on either side. Chin parallel to the earth. One more strong, deep breath, opening and filling this freshly energized body. And we'll take that big, wide stance again. And now feel how your body feels. So you're wide, you have a big wide stance. You're rooting the feet, broadening the heart, lengthening through the fingertips. Feel the crown of your head rising up. Engage and lift your thighs. Lift your kneecaps. Breathe. 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 And let's rotate in. So we're going to turn the whole leg. Tilt back on the heel and turn that leg in. And this one, we're going to tilt back on the heel and rotate it out. Ideally, your heel matches in a line to the opposite heel. So we're lengthening and lifting. Feel that the top of your hips are parallel to the earth. The bottom of your hips are parallel to the earth. You're lifting and engaging that knee, lifting and broadening the heart and the chest. And let's stretch. We'll look way up in the top corner. Shift the hips out and stretch the body. Breathing. Push with the big toe and let yourself open. Let this arm come back behind you so your shoulder opens. Feel the breath move in the body. And press with that back foot as you rise up. Let's do it again. Inhale. Exhale. Stretching and releasing. Maybe you feel a few little crackles and movements. The air moving out of the body, moving around in the body, filling the body with your breath. Breathe. And let this top arm now float up. Feel the shoulders open, the arm extend, maybe even looking at the thumb. Breathe. Press, rise up. Let's go to the other side. We're turning in, we're turning out, checking our balance. If you're not really well balanced, take a little bit step together. Move your foot closer towards your toes instead of towards your heel. Make it comfortable and safe. Broaden your heart. Lengthen and engage the thighs. Broaden. Inhale. Stretch. And release. And drop it down. Open the heart. Breathe. Push with that back foot and rise up. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Feel the heart open. Maybe the arm comes up. If you feel yourself closing, then bring that arm to the center of the body. Open the chest. Push and rise up. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Breathing. Turn in and we'll step back together. Open up the toes. Feel yourself nice and tall. Broaden the heart. And we'll do a forward bend. So we're going to stretch up, 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 maybe off the center just a bit. And exhale and fold over. So you can bend your knees or keep your legs straight and drop your hands forward. Now bend your knees and roll yourself back up. So I'm going to turn sideways so you can see me. You don't have to turn sideways. Inhale. You can if you want to, or stretch up. Exhale. I bend my knees because my low back tells me to. You don't have to. Ideally, you won't, and drop over. Breathe and release. Bend your knees and roll up. So one of the ways we can get better sleep is by doing forward bending, especially if you wake up at 3 a.m. and you just can't stop your brain from working. Let your brain hang around, a little bit upside down. Breathing into the back of the body, bending the knees and rolling back up. Let's take a stance that's a little bit wider We're lengthening up, bending the knees then, folding over. So your knees are bent, your hands are coming out. Put your hands on the floor wherever you can and drop your head. And then we're beginning to lengthen the legs. Trying to get the legs straighter and straighter. Opening the hips across. So you're rolling the hips outward and dropping the head and neck and shoulders. Breathe into the toes. Breathe into the back of your body. Release the length of the legs. Bend your knees and roll up on your spine. Let's do it again. Inhale. Exhale. Bend the knees. Let your hands come down. Lengthen the legs. They may not get completely straight, and that's okay. Press your weight into one foot, dropping the head. Press your weight into the other foot, dropping the head. Feel that nice stretch on the back of the legs. Bend your knees. We're rolling back up. One more. So this one's a little bit different. You can do the one we just did, or you can try this one. Hands on the floor, my knees are bent, hands on the floor. Dropping my head, lengthening my legs. I'm gonna cross my arms at the elbows and let my head hang forward. My head and shoulders are dangling. Wrap the other arm on top. Drop the head again. Breathe into the backs of the legs. Drop the head. Release the hands. Bend your knees. Roll up on your spine. Roll the shoulders open. I feel sleepy already. So if you would like to do some of those, they can really help you relax, help you get to a point that you're ready to roll back to sleep. Let's take a big wide stance. And this is another good forward bend. Sometimes this is more comfortable. So our legs are strong, our toes are spread. You can soften your knees. You can come down on one side and walk yourself over and drop your head. You can walk yourself over and come up the other side. Or you can fold straight over and drop your head and neck and shoulders. Breathe. Open your toes. Breathe. We're going to walk ourselves forward and step our feet together and roll up on the spine. Opening the heart. Let's do a little leg strengthening now that we've stretched and we're open. So one of the poses that we can do is tree pose. So we're going to open up the chest and stand nice and tall. Tree pose, immediately some people panic because it has balance in it. You can always use a chair as a friend. Bring your chair close by. You can hold on to it and lift one leg. Or you can try it without the chair and know that it's there. Inhale, you're opening. One leg is strong and straight. We're lifting and opening, and we're setting that foot either below the knee or above the knee. And we're stretching out, pushing into the earth and lengthening up. Feel the length and the strength through the standing leg. Inhale and come out. And let's do that on the other side. Broadening, shifting, lots of strength through the thigh. Lifting, opening, and extending. So I need my chair friend nearby. Breathe, lift, and release. Broaden and open the chest. We're going to bend the knees and try eagle pose. So we're bending the knees, We're gonna cross over. You can tuck that foot behind your calf if you care to, and lengthen up. You're bending that knee and using that thigh. Bring your hands in front of you and cross arms at the elbow, and then lift and lengthen. Breathe. And we'll spread our arms and release. Let's try it on the other side. Nice and tall, knees bent, crossing over, open wide, other arm on top, crossing over, breathe, and open, and release. And we're ready to do lightning bolt pose. So you can bring your feet together, pressing your knees together. We're going to lift up, exhale, and bend the knees, and sit back like a lightning bolt. Push the inner thighs together and open the heart and breathe. Then rising up and releasing. I'm going to turn in another direction, and you can too. Open the heart, breathe. Inhale, exhale, bend the knees. Let's take it a step further. We're going to fold over. Send the backs of the hands out behind you. Press the inner thighs together. Inhale, rise up. Open the heart. Breathe. Draw the bottom back. Lift the heart. Rise up. And release. Let's do it to another side. All four corners, opening up, inhaling up, exhale, bending the knees, dropping forward. Inhale, lifting up, dropping the tailbone, broadening the chest, opening and lifting. Breathe. And exhale. Rolling the shoulders, standing nice and firm, broadening and breathing. And we'll take that big wide stance again. We're going to rotate in and out. We're going to bend the front knee and drop the tailbone down. Warrior two, so we're looking out past the fingertips. We're lengthening through the crown of the head. Lots of work in the thigh, opening the thigh, breathing, looking out past the fingertips, reaching with the back little toe, broadening. Ideally, you want to be in one long line from the crown of your head all the way down the center of the body. Breathing and holding this pose. Inhale, turning in, turning out, opening wide, bending that front knee. Don't let it go past your ankle. Reaching with the little toe, looking out past your fingertips. Breathe. See if you can get both arms straight across. And lift and turn, and let's go back to the other side. And this time we'll practice extended side angle. So we're opening, we come right back through warrior two, opening across the chest, bending that front knee, broadening, and then we're going to shift. So we're lifting over and releasing down and opening the chest. So the knee is bent, but it's not past the ankle. It's behind the ankle, opening up. You can walk it down and take hold of the ankle, or you can rest on the knee opening the heart. And we're going to walk the hand up the side of the body, rotate, and reach past the ear. Breathe. Push with that back foot. Up you come. Let's do it one more time. Shift. Release. Open wide. Walk it over. Lengthen it out. Still breathing. Push. Rise up. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Turning to the other side. And one side might be different than the other, right? So when you settle down into the pose, when you broaden your heart, feel that you are broadening, that you're working to open and release both sides of the body. Releasing, letting that hand come back behind you, opening. And walking it up, rotating, extending. Breathe. Press and rise up. Inhale, exhale. Open and extend. And if you feel your shoulder here, place that arm, the center of the body. Let the shoulders and the neck extend. Breathe. Rising up. One more. Inhale. Exhale. Broadening. Breathing. And up we come. Now we're going to forward bend and relax into it. Exhaling and folding over. Breathe. You can cross your arms at the elbows and let yourself hang. You can walk your hands back so that your fingertips and toe tips are even. Make yourself a little box and begin to drop the head. Feel the great stretch in the backs of the legs. Then walk yourself forward and we'll come down to the mat. I'm going to turn this way, but you don't have to. Inhale, we're opening. Exhale, arch. Breathe. A little cat and cow. And we're coming to a flat back, reaching across and drawing the ear toward the earth. And rising up, and again, the ear to the earth. And rising up. And let's sit in a comfortable seated posture. So you may sit with your legs in front of you. You may want to sit with your legs crossed. Feel that you are comfortable in the posture, that your body is tall, your shoulders are open. You may want to sit up on a blanket. You may want to sit up on a chair. That is up to you. You may want to put a block underneath you. Your knees should be below your waist, in whatever configuration you sit. And then let's do a little bit of twisting, and then we'll do a little more forward bending to really let ourselves relax and release. Bring your hand across the body. Bring your hand behind you. Lengthen and lift your spine and gently pull as you turn the body. Exhaling as you turn and releasing. Inhaling back to the center. We're going to go across the body to the other side and turn. And we're inhaling back to the center. Now look at the cross of your legs. If you're crossing your legs, bring your back leg to the front. Feel yourself sit up nice and tall. And again, we're twisting. Twisting is really good for releasing toxins in the body, helping the body to move, helping your internal organs to move gently and back to the center. So we'll fold over. We're going to walk ourselves forward. Feel your hips releasing and let yourself fold forward. And walk yourself back up. I'm going to take this blanket out. You can keep it in or take it out. I'm going to extend both legs. And we're going to broaden the heart. And we're going to lift the torso. So I'm going to put both hands down, fingertips down, lift and broaden the chest and roll the chest open. Dandasana, breathing and opening. Releasing and moving one leg up, putting the sole of the foot on the inside of the thigh, extending, turning, and walking, walking, walking down. Bringing my ear toward my knee as I exhale. This gentle twist and soothing forward bend is really good for releasing and letting go of tension. Let's do that on the other side. If your knee comes way up, take a blanket or a block and prop it. Turning and releasing. And give yourself a little massage as you roll back up. Extending both legs. We're going to lengthen and lift, broaden, and walk ourselves forward. Exhaling. And moving ourselves back up. Spreading the legs apart. Rolling up and walking yourself forward. You're not trying to get too far forward. It's more about releasing, feeling energy release from the hips, feeling your head and neck and shoulders drop forward. Breathe. And then we're rolling back up. Bring our hands behind our knees. We're going to roll down onto the mat to rest. And I'm going to bring a block close by so we can do one last gentle inverted pose. So you can roll down with lots of effort, with less effort, with no effort at all, whatever is best for you today, because every day is a little bit different. You can put a blanket or a block under your head so that your chin is dropped. Rolling the shoulders under and lengthening the legs and breathing. I'm going to gently do that inversion. So I'm going to press my feet into the earth and lift my pelvis. Place a block right there. I call it magic. We call it magic pose because it's got to be that right place. When you feel it settled there, no effort or work in your low back, and you can release your legs, breathe, and relax. And then we're ready to rest and come out. And you will come into Shavasana. Let your legs extend, your feet roll away from each other, your hands roll away, your eyes close, your chin drop, and breathe. Enjoy the opportunity to breathe. Take your time. There's no need for you to move or get up. You can stay here for 5 or 10 minutes. I'm going to close though and say goodbye. So I'm going to gently roll up and thank you for joining me today, and namaste.